A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English, because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Okay, hello and welcome to A+ English. I'm Seb.
I'm Shikling.
And we're talking about the miracles of the...
Of what?
I thought you were going to finish my
time?
sentence.
Okay, of time.
The miracles of the Namiya General Store. The book we've been reading for 3 days. Someone hasn't been paying attention.
Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, yes, she's back. She's back and she's stronger than ever before. And she's ready for today's warm-up question. Okay?
I guess.
Do you ever give people any advice? What is it?
I do. Well, people come to me when they're having problems with their boyfriends or their girlfriends. They come to me and ask me how to maintain a relationship.
They come to Auntie Chickalin and she gives her advice.
Right.
And what advice do you give when someone has a problem with their relationship?
You should be understanding to each other. Try to understand each other. And that's the key to maintaining it, I think.
If my girlfriend cheated on me, and I came to you and I said, I have a problem, you would say, try to be understanding.
No.
You're not that great.
It depends on what the other half does, you know? Like if he really or she really does something wrong, and of course, just do something that's best for your situation, right?
Right,
you know?
okay, yes. It depends. There's lots of different kinds of advice we can give to people with relationship problems or with any kind of problem. And that's something that Mr. Namiya does as well. He gives out lots of different advice to for free to different people. And that is what we're going to be looking at in this part of the story. We're going to be finding out just what's been happening between Mr. Namiya and the thieves. Okay, let's get started.
Miracles of the Namiya General Store. Warm-up question. Do you ever give people any advice? What is it?
In 2012, the thieves keep answering the letters from the past. They tell Moon Rabbit relationships are more important than sports. They tell a student not to give up on his music career. In their last letter, they tell a young woman, Lost Puppy, ways to become rich. Later, they realize they robbed Lost Puppy's house in 2012. The thieves feel bad and decide to return the stolen things. Before they leave, they find a letter from Mr. Namiya. He tells them,
Your life map is still blank. This is beautiful. I hope you will believe in yourself and move through life with no regrets.
Word power!
Answer. Answer. I sent Lucy an email last week, but she didn't answer me yet. I sent Lucy an email last week, but she didn't answer me yet. Realize. Realize. George realized he forgot his lunch at home after he arrived at work. George realized he forgot his lunch at home after he arrived at work. Return. Return. Kelly returned Lewis's book to him after she read it. Kelly returned Lewis's book to him after she read it. Map. Map. These two countries are next to each other on the map. These two countries are next to each other on the map.
认识字汇
relationship, career, stolen.
Okay, so in 2012, the thieves keep answering the letters from the past. That's our first word, actually, answer. It's a verb and it's spelled A-N-S-W-E-R, answer. Okay, answer or answer, if you're going to use an American accent, is a regular verb and its forms are answer, answered, answered. So it's a very easy verb. We answer a letter when we receive a letter and then we write another letter to the person who sent it and then we send it to that person. So that's answering a letter. As in, my mom sent me a letter last week and I answered it yesterday. Similarly, we can also answer the phone, or in other words, 接电话. The phone rang and I answered it. Or I went to answer the phone, but the phone stopped ringing. There are lots of other meanings for answer too, and many of them mean reply. You can also answer a question, or you can answer someone back, which means to reply rudely. My mom would always get angry with me whenever I answered her back. Here's an example sentence of how to use answer to reply to a letter or to reply to an email. I sent Lucy an email last week, but she didn't answer me yet. I sent Lucy an email last week, but she didn't answer me yet.
好，所以 keep 加上 V-I-N-G 就是有持续的意思。那我们再一个例句哦 ，He kept calling, but no one answered. 他一直打电话，但没有人接。那我们回到课文呢，这些盗贼啊，其实一直都在回复这些过去寄来的信件，就是用 keep answering the letters。那么 answer 呢，在我们文章中是当书面回复的意思。那我们回答问题哦，也可以说 answer a question， 或者是你接电话。Answer a phone call 也可以，或 answer the door 就帮人家开门也是可以哦。那么 answer 呢也可以当名词，就是答案的意思。譬如 My answer to the question was not correct， 我的答案是不对的。好，那我们回到刚刚老师讲的课文例句。我上个礼拜呢寄给 Lucy 一封电子邮件，不过她还没有回复我。
So they're responding to these letters, they're writing back to people, and they tell Moon Rabbit relationships are more important than sports. Okay, so maybe Moon Rabbit, like your friends, has some problem with
relationships,
boyfriend or girlfriend. Yeah.
OK， 那我们看一下 relationships 这个字，它就是关系或浪漫关系。所以我们常说你跟人家交往啊，就是 be in a relationship with someone。所以他们说 you are in a relationship with Dick? Derek?
Yes, with Derek. You're in a relationship with Derek.
Yeah, no,
yes.
I'm just trying. I was trying to make up a name. Funny. Okay, 所以我们通常呢，这边是主语。
You're dating Derek.
Right， 你可以说 dating，对，就是去一个交往，跟一个人交往也可以。Who is dating who 这样子。好，那这边是有看到形容词比较级的用法嘛？我们通常会在形容词后面加上 er，但是 important 它比较长哦，它有3个音节以上的形容词，所以就要用 more important than 来表示哦。所以文章意义说呢，盗贼们告诉月光兔子小姐呢，人与人之间的关系是比运动来的重要的。OK， 好了，那我们来看一下一个例句，好，用这个比较级来做一个例句。No one is more beautiful than anyone else. I think everyone is beautiful in their own way.
That's a very nice thought.
I really think that.
Okay, I agree. I'm not laughing at that idea. I agree. That's very nice. Okay, so anyway, we're going back to these replies, these answers. And the thieves say they tell a student not to give up on his music career. Okay, so somebody else has come with a problem. They said, I'm not sure what to do with my music career. Your career is the kind of jobs that you do over a period of time. So it's not one job, but say, Chicklin, your dream career is to be a singer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or a musician. So that career might involve, working with one record label, then making an album, then teaching, maybe like going on a singing show. Like these are all different things that you can do in the same career. So that's a career.
这是职业生涯的意思。那这边有看到一个另外很重要的片语 to give up on something or someone，这个就是放弃对某件事情的希望。所以盗贼们也告诉一个学生，不要放弃对音乐的梦想，就是 don't give up on music， 就是他们告诉他。
So in their last letter, they tell a young woman lost puppy ways to become rich.
Oh,
okay, poor lost puppy. She sounds so sad.
I know. OK， 所以他就在最后一封信，他们告诉一个年轻女人，叫做 lost puppy， 遗失的小狗，怎么变富有的方法。
Okay, so they're telling you how to get rich. But when they're doing this, later they realize they robbed Lost Puppy's house in 2012. I see. So this is why they're definitely burglars. Because they steal things from people's houses. Okay, so they robbed her house. They stole things from her house. And we also have the word realize there, which is a verb, and it's spelled R-E-A-L-I-Z-E. Realize. Okay, so realize is a regular verb, and its forms are realize, realized, realized. When we realize something, we become aware of it, or we know something that we didn't know before. The thieves robbed Lost Puppy's house before, and now they remember what they did. Here's another example. When I got to work, I realized that I left my laptop at home. When I got there, I opened my bag and I saw that I had forgotten my laptop. Suddenly, I knew that I didn't have it, and I had to go home to get it. You'll hear people say realize a lot when they are making excuses. So 很多人说借口的时候才用到。So for example, I didn't realize that I upset you, or I didn't realize we were supposed to hand in our work today. I didn't know, I just know now. So you'll hear people say this a lot when they're making excuses or when they feel bad. Here's an example sentence now using realize. George realized he forgot his lunch at home after he arrived at work. George realized he forgot his lunch at home after he arrived at work.
好，所以 realize 就是了解、意识到的意思。所以一会儿后呢，他们发现 Lost Puppy 的家就是他们在2012年新厂的那一家。What are the odds？ 我觉得好奇怪。好，那我们它的名词是 realization， 就是领悟。那我们可以造一个例句 ：He was hit by the realization that he might lose his job。他意识到他自己可能会丢掉工作，就感到很震惊。好，那我们回到课文例句哦。George 在抵达工作地点之后呢，意识到自己把午餐留在家里了。
So the story goes on. The thieves feel bad and decide to return the stolen things. Okay, it's good they didn't sell them.
Right.
It's good they still have those things. Okay, return. That is our third word power word. It's a verb and it's spelled R-E-T-U-R-N. Return. So return is another regular verb. So its forms are return, returned, returned. Remember, you've got an ed there, returned. When we return something, we give it back. If you borrow a book from the library, you return it, and when you take it back and give it to the librarian. With this meaning, return is a transitive verb. So that means that you return a book. You have to have a noun after the word return. You could return something stolen as well. We can also use return without the noun on the end, and that means to go back to a place we've been before. Used in this way, return means to go back. So if you look at the word closely, it has the prefix re in it, which means to do something again. So if you turn back to a place that you've been before, you return to it. Here's an example sentence of using return to mean to give back. Kelly returned Lewis's book to him after she read it. Kelly returned Lewis's book to him after she read it.
好，所以 return 就是归还啊、送回的意思。所以盗贼们感到很糟糕并且决定归还他们偷的东西。那代表他们其实不是什么坏人其实。好，那这边 stolen 就是形容词，有遭窃的或被偷的东西的意思。被偷的意思不是东西，是 stolen things 才是被偷的东西。那么我们看一下 stolen， 它其实有一点像是过去分词变形容词的用法。我们可以看一下原型其实是 steal， 那么过去式是 stole， 那么past participle 是 stolen。好，那么 return 这个也可以当名词哦，有返回啊、归还或报答、复发等等，它其实意思不少。那我们看一个句子。I gave the Millers flowers in return for their help. 因为他们帮我，所以我给他们的花当成回报。So you can also wish somebody many happy returns of the day on his or her birthday. 就是有生日快乐啊，祝你很开心，什么大寿啊，就是一个很好的一个祝福。好，那我们回到课文例句。Kelly 在读完 Louis 的书之后呢，就把书还给他了。
Before they leave, so they must be escaping from the store now, or maybe the police haven't found them. Before they leave, they find a letter from Mr. Namiya.
哦，所以这些盗贼在离
I
开
think it's creepy.
Yeah, a little bit, because
Yeah,
Namiya
he's
doesn't
dead.
exist anymore. Yeah, 很奇怪。所以我们看这个盗贼离开前，他们找到一封来自 Namiya 先生的信。
He tells them, your life map is still blank. Okay, we saw the word map there. Now, map is a noun and it's spelled M-A-P, map. Normally, a map is a piece of paper with a drawing of a country, region, or town which we use to help us find our way. Maps help us with directions, 路线, and they help us for getting from one place to another. They help us from getting lost. Nowadays, we often use maps on our computers, on our phones. So, on our computers or our phones, sorry. When you want to go somewhere in Taiwan, you probably use Google Maps. However, if you are driving somewhere, you might also use sat-nav, which is a special little device that uses satellites in space to tell you exactly where you are. So you're driving and this little voice says, turn right here, turn right in 100 meters. That's sat-nav. Anyway, let's go to an example sentence now. These two countries are next to each other on the map. These two countries are next to each other on the map.
所以 map 这个字啊，很简单，很好记，就是地图的意思。So sometimes we say off the map. So if we talked about a place as off the map, if this place is off the map, that means it is very far away from any large town. It is remote. 就是比较偏远的地带，你就可以用这个形容。譬如说，他住在很偏远地区，你就可以说 She lives right off the map. 就可能你的地图好像找不太到，意思那种感觉。好，那我们回到课文例句，这两个国家在地图上呢紧邻彼此。那么回到课文呢，Namiya 先生告诉他们，你们的人生地图还是空白的。How is that supposed to mean that your life map is still blank?
Well, the story says this is beautiful, and I kind of agree as well. You know, it's beautiful because it means you can do whatever you want. You have the power to decide what you should do next. Okay? So you're free, basically.
好，所以代表说 Namiya 先生觉得这是很温馨、很棒的意思，因为可能盗贼虽然 they did something bad, but then they decided to return to their original selves, maybe.
Return the stolen things and say sorry.
对，他们想要变成他们自己原来好的样子，所以盗贼决定归还他们的东西。So it's beautiful.
It's very nice. So he goes on in the letter. He's still saying some more things in the letter. I hope you will believe in yourself and move through life with no regrets. Okay, so that's reminding them, you know, like, don't do anything else bad in the future. You know, have a little bit of courage, go for the things that you want to do, but don't do anything bad.
对，所以他这边又看到这个片语 believe in someone， 就是要信任你们自己，信任某人，我们就可以用 believe in 他们，因为这个 Namiya 先生希望他们能相信他们自己，然后毫无遗憾的过生活。这个 regret 就是遗憾的意思。So, well, the story actually carries a very good message, right?
It does. It does. It's like a story of forgiveness at the same time as, you know, having this magical thing about this guy who helps people and they somehow end up helping him. And then they get helped themselves. Everyone gets helped. Everyone gets help. Anyway, we saw a little bit of useful grammar, didn't we? So we need to go to our magic box now, and then we'll be back to our review time.
Magic Box 找亮点。
Hello， 大家好，我是 Isaac。 平常呢非常讨厌看鬼片的我呢，就是前天呢被我女朋友拖着一起看泰国的就是一部鬼片。那因为就是你知道就是《丽英宅3》呢，就是好像听说最近会就是上映，所以呢就是我女朋友就是邀请我呢，就是跟她一起看那个第1集跟第2集复习一下。看完之后呢，我真的是连续2-3天都是接连做噩梦。我女朋友还问我说：“你相信这世界上有鬼吗 ？Do you believe ghosts？” 我说这句话是错的哦。虽然说非常怕鬼的我，还是要马上纠正一下它。那你们知道 believe 跟 believing 的差别吗？想必荧幕前的大家是否也有这样的困惑？别担心，我今天就要来教大家如何来区分这两者的差异。Believe 当动词可以表示有相信的意思，通常用来单纯表示相信某人或者是相信某事是真的、正确的。那动词后面呢，我们可以接上人或者是别人说过的事情，比如说 I believe Jim because he never lies。我相信 Jim 呢，是因为他从来都不会撒谎。或者我也可以这样说 I believe all people should be treated equally。我相信呢，所有人都应该被平等的对待。那 believing 呢，如果今天我在 believe 后面加上一个介系词 in，则是用来表示确信或者是相信某件事情的存在，尽管呢你可能曾经没有看过那件事情的发生，你还是对此呢就是深信不疑，比 believe 的感觉呢更为强烈一点。比如说，那我们来赶快来造个句子哦。比如说 ，Many people around the world believe in God。世界上呢有许多人相信上帝的存在。那大家现在知道我女朋友刚说的那句句子呢？你相信这世界上有鬼的英文有什么问题了吧？没错，其实呢，我们要说你相信这世界上有鬼呢，我们应该其实要说 Do you believe in ghosts， 而不是 Do you believe ghosts？OK， 那是不是很简单？那现在换我来考考你们喽。假如我要说要相信你们自己，否则你绝不会成功，那这句话的英文该怎么说呢
？The answer is believe in yourselves, or you will never succeed. 你答对了吗？
Wait for it! It's review time! 复习时间到喽！
Okay, so you can already tell we've got a slightly different activity for today. This one is all about spelling, okay? Spelling, I hate spelling normally, but this is more of a fun exercise.
Okay.
So, as you can see, we have all 3 of our vocab words from the articles, which you might recognize, you might not recognize. They're all verbs, so that's why we've got that VVV. Verb. And these ones have had all of the vowels taken out, all of the A's, E's, I's, O's, and U's, all of the sound letters are out.
母音.
Okay. Well, we've put them all in here with an extra one to make it harder. And our job is to try and put these letters back into these words. Okay. So we'll all do it together. You guys can do it with us. Let's start with this top one. Okay,
right,
it starts with a vowel. Starts with M-O-E. So what could it be? We didn't have anything that started with an O, did we?
No. But, well, the last letter is an R.
Yeah.
So it's maybe R sound.
It was answer.
Yeah, answer, right?
So we don't have a U at the end of the word, do we? We have an E.
Right, E.
So it's A-N-S.
Okay, so let's put it in. So, do I have to cross that out?
Yes.
Okay.
Cross it out.
And
Get out of here, you stupid letters. Okay, next one.
Answer.
How about we do the third one first? Because I think the second one has a lot of gaps in it.
Smart.
Okay, this one is return. I know this one is return.
Right, this one.
But how do we spell return? That's the thing.
It's
not raturn?
A-E-I-O-E. I think it's an E.
E, okay.
So
return. And then
like
it's that sound, so we need a U there. At the
like
end,
T, maybe turn around. You can turn around. So return.
Right.
So if,
That's a good way of doing it.
Yeah. So it's in you.
Some of these words, the longer words in English, often have smaller ones in them. So if you can remember how to spell the smaller word, you can use that to help your spelling. Okay, let's see. We've got our last one here. And I think with long words, we can sometimes sound them out to help us do the spelling.
Okay.
So realize is this word. So we could say realize. Okay. How do we make an E sound? Re.
So we can So I think it's the same as the last
E or
one.
an EA, right?
Yeah, RIA, right? So
RIA,
EA is a RIA. So realize. We have an E. You can
And
see.
an A.
And we have an A.
Okay.
Realize.
Realize. Okay, so we know what the next letter is.
Yeah, sure.
Right? I. And then it's gonna be. There's only one letter it can be.
If there's like a letter in between I and E, it's pronounced as I, like bite. I'm gonna bite you.
Right.
Something like that. So.
Okay. That's
looks
an
so
E.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not Realiza. Okay. So there we go. We've done 3 of the words now. Did you guys get the same spelling? Okay. Well, we'll see you again soon for more exciting articles, more exciting stories. It's been so much fun learning about the Namia General Store, hasn't it?
Yeah. It was interesting.
Such a magical story. Okay. Have you guys read the books? You guys can talk about that now. We'll join you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Miracles of the Namia General Store. Warm-up question. Do you ever give people any advice? What is it?
In 2012, the thieves keep answering the letters from the past. They tell Moon Rabbit relationships are more important than sports. They tell a student not to give up on his music career. In their last letter, they tell a young woman, lost puppy, ways to become rich. Later, they realize they robbed Lost Puppy's house in 2012. The thieves feel bad and decide to return the stolen things. Before they leave, they find a letter from Mr. Namia. He tells them,
Your life map is still blank. This is beautiful. I hope you will believe in yourself and move through life with no regrets.
Word power!
Answer. Answer. I sent Lucy an email last week, but she didn't answer me yet. I sent Lucy an email last week, but she didn't answer me yet. Realize. Realize. George realized he forgot his lunch at home after he arrived at work. George realized he forgot his lunch at home after he arrived at work. Return. Return. Kelly returned Lewis's book to him after she read it. Kelly returned Lewis's book to him after she read it. Map. Map. These 2 countries are next to each other on the map. These 2 countries are next to each other on the map.
认识字汇
Relationship, career, stolen.